Have you ever felt like the more you understand the world, the harder it becomes to connect with people? Like the deeper you think, the more isolated you become? You start noticing patterns. You start questioning things everyone else accepts without hesitation. You see contradictions, hidden motives, uncomfortable truths, and then something strange happens. People stop listening. Not because you are always right, not because you are better than everyone else, but because deep thinking has a way of disturbing comfort. And humans are creatures that love comfort. Throughout history, many of the people who changed the world were not celebrated at first. They were ignored, mocked, or rejected. The problem was not that their ideas were meaningless. The problem was that their ideas forced people to look at things they did not want to see. There is a phrase called the elephant in the room. It describes something obvious that everyone notices, but nobody wants to discuss. Deep thinkers are often the people who point at that elephant, and society does not always appreciate the person who reveals uncomfortable truths. One of the most famous examples is Ignaz Semmelweis. In the 19th century, he discovered something that seems obvious today. Doctors should wash their hands before treating patients. His research showed that simple hygiene could save thousands of lives. But instead of receiving praise, he was attacked by the medical community. Many doctors rejected his ideas because accepting them meant admitting they had been causing harm. The truth was painful, and sometimes people would rather reject the person delivering the truth than accept the truth itself. This pattern appears again and again throughout history. Philosophers, scientists, artists, and visionaries often experience rejection before recognition, because new ideas are not only ideas, they are challenges to the way people see themselves. The philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer believed intelligence could become a burden. He argued that the more clearly someone sees reality, the harder it becomes to live inside illusions. A person who thinks deeply starts noticing things others ignore. The emptiness of certain conversations, the artificial nature of social status, the endless search for approval, and this creates a strange kind of loneliness. Not because intelligent people hate society, but because they often struggle to find people who want to explore the same depth. Why does this happen? Why do people sometimes react negatively to intelligence? The answer is connected to human psychology. When someone is physically stronger than us, we usually do not feel personally attacked. We might admire them. When someone is richer, we might feel envy, but their wealth does not necessarily challenge our identity. But intelligence is different. Intelligence attacks something much deeper: our beliefs, our understanding of the world, our image of ourselves. When someone introduces an idea that challenges our worldview, the brain can interpret it as a threat, not a physical threat, a psychological one, because changing your beliefs means admitting that maybe you were wrong, and the human ego does not like that. A deep thinker can become a mirror. They reflect the questions people avoid. They reveal contradictions. They expose weaknesses in logic. And sometimes people do not dislike the person. They dislike what they feel when they are around that person. A mirror does not create flaws. It only shows them. But many people would rather break the mirror than face the reflection. This is why surface-level conversations are often easier. Talking about entertainment, rumors, daily routines, and simple topics requires little emotional effort. But discussing meaning, existence, human nature, or uncomfortable truths requires something else. It requires curiosity. It requires humility. And not everyone wants that. Many people do not search for truth. They search for confirmation. They want information that supports what they already believe. This is why confident people with simple answers often gain more attention than thoughtful people with complex explanations. The world often rewards certainty, even when certainty is wrong. Modern technology has amplified this problem. Social media algorithms do not always reward depth, they reward attention. Short, emotional messages spread faster than complicated ideas. A simple statement can travel around the world in seconds. A complex argument may require patience and reflection, and patience is becoming rare. This creates a world where loud voices often defeat thoughtful voices, not because they are more accurate, because they are easier to consume. But does this mean intelligent people are doomed to be alone? No. It means they need to understand themselves. One of the biggest mistakes deep thinkers make is expecting everyone to think the same way. They expect people to enjoy difficult conversations. They expect people to question everything. But humans are different. Some people seek comfort. Some seek truth. Some seek entertainment. None of these people are automatically better or worse. They simply have different priorities. Schopenhauer believed loneliness could become a strength. He saw solitude not as punishment, but as an opportunity. A person who can enjoy their own company becomes independent from constant approval. They can create. They can learn. They can explore ideas without needing permission from others. The goal is not to completely separate from society. The goal is to find balance, like Schopenhauer's famous metaphor of the porcupines. During winter, porcupines move close together to stay warm, but when they get too close, they hurt each other with their spikes. So they must find the right distance. Humans are similar. We need connection, but we also need space. Too much distance creates loneliness. Too much closeness creates conflict. Wisdom is finding the balance. If you are someone who thinks deeply, remember this: your difference is not automatically a weakness, but intelligence without understanding people can become isolation. Learn when to speak. Learn when to listen. Learn that not every battle needs to be won. Not every person needs to be convinced. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is observe, understand, and protect your inner world. Because the ability to think deeply is rare, but the ability to live peacefully with that depth is even rarer. The world does not always reject intelligent people because they are wrong. Sometimes it rejects them because they reveal things others are not ready to face. And maybe the greatest challenge of a deep thinker is not discovering the truth. It is learning how to carry it. This is Screaming Thoughts. See you in the next one.